Don't stress me.
Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for joining Lewis University's television network. Today is Thursday, November 14th, 2024. I'm Francesca Corso.
And I'm Brendan Najera.
And we begin with our top national and international stories. An arrest has been made in a 50-year-old murder case, thanks to the diligent work of some New Jersey college students. The cold case in question was the murder of University of Minnesota student who was found dead in rural western Wisconsin in 1974. Student researchers and staff at the Investigative Genetic Genealogy Center at Ramapo College in Mahwah spent hours and hours scouring records, including genealogy tests from commercial DNA testing websites, looking for genetic relatives of someone they're trying to identify. The cold murder case of Mary Schley, a University of Minnesota student who was found killed in rural western Wisconsin in 1974, was the subject of the student's recent project. Police in Dunn County, Wisconsin, announced the arrest of an 84-year-old man named John Miller. The IGG Center traced evidence from a stocking cap found at the scene to the suspect. Police say he confessed to the crime.
The Lincoln Children's Zoo in Nebraska has announced the birth of triplet red pandas, the 2 male and 1 female red panda cubs, to third-time mom Tian and second-time dad Rowan. Red pandas are listed as endangered on the International Union Conservation of Nature's Red List of Threatened Species. That means that they face a very high risk of extinction in the wild. Tian and the 3 red panda cubs will likely be on exhibit in December. Names for each cubs haven't been decided yet and will be announced later.
A human head washed up on the beach at Key Biscayne Tuesday. Police covered the remains with a blue tarp and roped off part of the beach in crime scene tape. Homicide detectives are investigating, and the medical examiner's office is working to identify the remains. Miami-Dade police said it's too early to tell if the case is related to a teen boy who disappeared Saturday while swimming off Miami Beach.
The Federal Aviation Administration has grounded all flights to Haiti for a month. This comes after 3 jets from the U.S.-based airlines were struck by bullets while flying over Haiti's capital. Port-au-Prince, amid escalating gang violence, American Airlines says it found a bullet in the flight 819 from Louverton International Airport in Port-au-Prince after it landed in Miami on Monday. A Spirit Airlines plane was also hit by gunfire while attempting to land in Port-au-Prince on Monday. It resulted in the airline described as minor injuries to 1 crew member. Later, JetBlue said a post-flight inspection in New York found damage from a bullet on one of its planes from returning Haiti. Haitian authorities have already suspended flights in and out of Port-au-Prince for a week.
Apple is out with a new feature to help people find lost luggage. In the Find My app, users will be able to generate a link to an AirTag's location as part of the Share Item location. They can then share the location link with third parties like airlines. The new service will be integrated into airline customer service at 15 carriers, including Delta and United. Passengers with an AirTag on their luggage will be able to share its live location with the airline, helping people track their location while flying and find if it's lost. Users can disable the link at any time. It will automatically expire either when the user is reunited with their AirTag or after 7 days. Up next, we will have your local news.
And later, we'll have your entertainment and political news.
Eva Marie smoked 12,000 packs of cigarettes over 15 years. She quit, and now there's a new lung cancer screening that could save her life. You stopped smoking. Now start screening. No matter how much you smoked, early detection could save you. Talk to your doctor or learn more at savedbythescan.org.
I know kids worry about a lot of things.
Getting enough food to eat shouldn't be one of them. Through a nationwide network of food banks, Feeding America serves virtually every community in the United States. See how you can help your community. Visit feedingamerica.org.
A train recently collided with a car on the railroad tracks in downtown Lamont. The incident took place at 8:30 p.m. Saturday on the tracks at Lamont and Main Streets. The driver mistakenly made a turn on the tracks instead of the road. They kept driving in order to try and get back on the road. However, the vehicle became stuck on the tracks instead. Fortunately, the two people in the car were able to exit the vehicle unharmed, leaving only the car to get struck.
The Joliet Police Department recently arrested 3 people, all in connection with the same offense involving the crime of trespassing. Michael Henderson Wesley Ulmer and Regina Ballman were all arrested and released on a notice to appear for criminal trespass to residents. The police responded to a house in the 600 block of Keep Avenue for a report of people inside a vacant home. The officers met with the owner of the property and learned that the owner discovered Henderson, Ulmer, and Ballman living in the residence that was supposed to be vacant. The suspects fled the residence as the owner called the police. They were later located by the officers, who found them at a short distance down the street and placed them into custody without incident.
Amtrak has launched a temporary route between Chicago and Miami. The route takes over 40 hours with multiple stops in Cleveland, Pittsburgh, Washington, D.C., Jacksonville, Orlando, and Tampa before arriving in Miami. The route, officially titled the Floridian, combines 2 existing routes, the Capital Limited and Silver Star. The new route comes due to the upcoming East River Tunnel project in New York. The first trip was on Saturday, November 10th, and tickets start at $110 with wide reclining seats with plenty of legroom, no middle seat, and windows. First class tickets are also available, featuring a roomette or a bedroom. Roomettes featuring 2 reclining seats that transform into stacked beds for the night and have access to a shower. Bedrooms offer twice the space of a roomette and have an in-room bathroom and shower.
The Greater Chicago Food Depository has partnered up with the Chicago Heights Public Library to provide free, nutritious meals to children and teens in Cook County all year. Every year, 1 of 4 families with children in the Chicago metro area faces food insecurity. A team serves dozens of kids, K through 12, a nutritious meal and snack donated by the Food Depository before every after-school program hosted in the Chicago Heights Public Library. The Greater Chicago Food Depository has 200 youth programs partnered with operating after-school and summer camp programs. No proof of need is required.
When we return, we'll have your entertainment and political news.
Touchdown! Oh, did you see that? Whoa, we scored?
Yeah, we scored. We're going to the playoffs.
I can't believe I missed that.
Every time I'm buzzed, I spend too much time on my phone.
What? I should take your phone away.
No. I'll call for a ride. Wait, why does my face look like that?
I'm playing with these new face filters.
Okay, you know what? Yep, that's mine.
I'm gonna need that back.
No.
Kevin!
I know kids worry about a lot of things. Getting enough food to eat shouldn't be one of them. Through a nationwide network of food banks, Feeding America serves virtually every community in the United States. See how you can help your community. Visit feedingamerica.org.
What are you looking for?
I'm Christian Kluver with your entertainment news. The newest attraction at Disneyland in Southern California is ready to make a splash, but in a different way. Tiana Bayou's Adventure is set to open on the public on Friday. The Flume ride is inspired by The Princess and the Frog. It replaced Splash Mountain, which closed in May 2023. For now, visitors can only ride the attraction by joining a free virtual queue on the day that they visit the park or by purchasing a Lightning Lane access. And yes, visitors should also be prepared to get wet. Tiana Bayou Adventure opens up at Disney World in Florida earlier this summer. The actor, best known for his role as Joey Gladstone on the sitcom Full House, is battling an aggressive form of cancer. Dave Coulier said that he was diagnosed with stage 3 non-Hodgkin's lymphoma last month. Doctors discovered that the cancer after an upper respiratory infection caused his lymph nodes to swell. Coulier said that he started chemotherapy immediately and is sharing his story to inspire others to get tested early. In spite of it all, he said that he has a lot to look forward to and he is preparing to welcome a new grandson in March. The Songwriters Hall of Fame is preparing to induct new members. Eminem, Alanis Morissette, Steve Winwood, and Sheryl Crow are among the nominees who are also performers. Some of the non-performing songwriters also nominated include Mike Chapman, Sonny Curtis, and Dennis Lambert. The Hall of Fame will nominate the winners next year at the organization's induction and awards gala, which will be held in New York City. R.E.M., Steely Dan, and Dean Pitchford were among those who were welcomed to the 2024 class. According to Variety, Lena Dunham is set to write a screenplay about FTX cryptocurrency founder Sam Bankman-Fried. The film is being produced by Apple Studios and A24. It's based on the book Going Infinite: The Rise and Fall of a New Tycoon. Bankman-Fried founded FTX in 2019. In 2022, billions of dollars were discovered missing. Bankman-Fried was convicted on the charges, including fraud and money laundering, and was sentenced to 25 years in prison. He also had to forfeit more than $11 billion. Dunham is best known for the HBO series Girls, which she created, starred in, directed, and executive produced. Up next, we'll have your political update. Stay with us.
I don't remember how it started.
Go to that.
Our back and forth. It always came back. You probably don't remember what you told me,
That was perfect.
but I heard every word.
Eva Marie smoked 12,000 packs of cigarettes over 15 years. She quit, and now there's a new lung cancer screening that could save her life. You stopped smoking. Now start screening. No matter how much you smoked, early detection could save you. Talk to your doctor or learn more at savedbythescan.org.
I know kids worry about a lot of things. Getting enough food to eat shouldn't be one of them. Through a nationwide network of food banks, Feeding America serves virtually every community in the United States. See how you can help your community. Visit feedingamerica.org.
Good evening. I'm Michelle Stotch with your political news. President-elect Donald Trump announced Tuesday that Elon Musk and Vivek Ramaswamy will lead a new department in his second administration. Trump says the two billionaires will lead the Department of Government Efficiency. Trump had proposed the creation of a Government Efficiency Commission as part of a slate of new economic plans that he unveiled in early September. This commission aims to reduce government spending and eliminate fraud and improper federal payments. In a statement, Trump said the purpose of the department is to, quote, dismantle government bureaucracy, slash excess regulations, cut wasteful expenditures, and restructure federal agencies. President-elect Donald Trump has selected South Dakota Governor Kristi Noem as Homeland Security Secretary. The DHS is a sprawling agency that oversees customs and border protection, immigration and customs enforcement, the Federal Emergency Management Agency, and the Secret Service. It has a $60 billion budget and hundreds of thousands of employees. During Trump's previous term in office, DHS had 5 different leaders. Only 2 of them were Senate confirmed. The FBI has arrested a man who allegedly leaked highly classified U.S. intelligence about Israel's retaliation plans against Iran. Asif Rahman had top security clearance and could access sensitive information, including the documents allegedly posted on Telegram in mid-October. They had markings indicating they were meant to be seen only by U.S. and its 5 Eyes allies: Australia, Canada, New Zealand, and the United Kingdom. According to documents, Rahman was indicted last Thursday for willfully retaining and transmitting national defense information. He was arrested Tuesday in Cambodia. The DOJ has asked a federal judge to move him to Virginia to stand trial. A Louisiana law requiring the 10 Commandments be displayed in public school classrooms is blocked for now. Tuesday, a federal judge ruled the law likely unconstitutional and granted a preliminary injunction. That means the state won't be able to enforce the law while the case plays out in court. This comes after the American Civil Liberties and Union and other civil rights groups brought a lawsuit on behalf of several multi-faith families. They argued the law violates their First Amendment rights to have their say in their children's religious upbringings. The law was set to take effect on January 1st. When we return, we'll have your sports update.
There's so many rewards in life. You coming into our home was one of the greatest rewards we could have ever had.
You know, it took 20 years and I got my third child who was 17 at the time.
It's so cool to watch the adult that you've become, and you really have done as much for us as you think we've done for you.
I know kids worry about a lot of things. Getting enough food to eat shouldn't be one of them. Through a nationwide network of food banks, Feeding America serves virtually every community in the United States. See how you can help your community. Visit feedingamerica.org.
I'm Abigail Varkalis with your Lewis Youth Sports Update. The Flyers men's soccer team advanced the GLVC tournament semifinals with a 2-0 win this past Sunday against Rockhurst. The start of the GLVC tournament for the Flyers was rough as the Hawks held the ball offensively for the first half of the match. However, once the Flyers turned their rhythm around and gained possession of the ball, the Flyers began to dominate. With a line of passes from players, an opening was found between the Rockhurst keeper and gave Lewis an early 1-0 lead. Both teams had a few free kicks to attempt to get themselves a scoring chance, but the clock continued to run off as the score remained 1-0. Until junior Godwin Asor secured a second shot to end the half 2-0 in favor of the Flyers. In the second half, the Flyers controlled their field and ran some offensive sets to try and knock home another goal. Despite no successful attempts, they prevented the Hawks' offense from ever possessing the ball. Lewis heads to St. Louis, Missouri, where the final two games of both the men's and women's tournament are taking place. Lewis will take on conference rival number 4, University of Indianapolis, tomorrow, November 15th at 7 p.m. The Flyers basketball team lost their first game of the season last Saturday night after an interconference match against Northern Michigan. The Wildcats started Saturday night's game strong, hitting 3 threes in the first 4 minutes, giving Northern Michigan a 10-point lead for the majority of the first quarter. Sophomore Gabrielle Hoover hit the game's first point, allowing the Flyers to get on the board after a back and forth between the two teams. The Flyers ultimately fell short in the first and second quarter, going 0-2. Lewis came into the third quarter energized and outscored Northern Michigan for the first of the game, securing a 16-12 win in the third quarter. Despite the energy, the Flyers got into a foul trouble and the Wildcats held on just long enough for the clock to run out with a final score of 53-48. The Flyers will head across the border to Indiana to take on Purdue Northwest Pride on November 18th at 5 p.m. The Flyers women's cross-country team placed second at the NCAA Midwest Regional Saturday, November 9th, with 64 total points. The top 3 teams earn automatic berths to the NCAA Division II Championships, which takes place next week, November 23rd, at the Arcade Creek cross-country course in Sacramento, California. The Flyers finished the race with all 7 runners finishing in the top 25. Top of the Flyers is graduate Sarah May, securing 8th place with a 10K time of 21:36.2. Following behind Sarah is senior Hannah with the 11th place with a time of 21:39.0. Flyers have qualified for the NCAA Division II Championships and will compete next Saturday, November 23rd at Arcade Creek Cross Country Course in Sacramento, California. The Flyers men's basketball team to Ferris State 89-66 yesterday in a regional crossover game. Ferris State secured the first 9 points of the game before senior Rob Stroud got the Flyer on the board at the 15-20 mark of the first half. Falling behind with a score of 15-6, Lewis continued the first half strong and made it back to even the score at 23-23. Despite their strong push, both teams fought closely to end the first half with an even score of 38-38. The two teams traded baskets to open the second half before an 11-2 run gave Ferris State a 51-42 lead. The Flyers bring the lead back to 6 points, but another 15-5 run from Ferris State led to a final score of 89-66. The Flyers play host to Grand Valley State next Tuesday, November 19th. Stay tuned.
Meet the Scam. a simple procedure whose mission is to detect lung cancer early.
I'm here to save you!
But I feel fine.
That's great, but you may still be at high risk for lung cancer.
Oh man, that's a new fence.
If you smoke, early detection could save your life. Learn more at savedbythescan.org. Eva Marie smoked 12,000 packs of cigarettes over 15 years. She quit, and now there's a new lung cancer screening that could save her life. You stopped smoking. Now start screening. No matter how much you smoked, early detection could save you. Talk to your doctor or learn more at savedbythescan.org.
That's it for today's news. Thank you for watching, and as a reminder, you can always keep up with Lewis University's television network on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, and by visiting our YouTube channel. I'm Francesca Corso.
And I'm Brendan Najera.
Have a great night.